just have a quick test. Make sure, yep, that's working. I should probably turn up Minecraft a bit. And options. Let's see. Save that all the way up. So, hello everybody. This is my first stream. Yeah, I am Soul. What should now? This is a mod pack that I made myself with a combination of the fossils and archaeology mod as well as a few others. Namely, if you give me a moment. Misclicked. Mainly biomes of plenty, fossils and archaeology. A few dynamic trees mod, Jurassic Craft. My favorite, which is pretty sure it's Macaw's Doors, which, if I'm not mistaken, one of my favorite mods. I've always loved the cool doors you can do with it. Mr. Crayfish's Furniture mod, Tinker's Construct, as well as a few others. Just the basic stuff. Of course, I have JI and stuff as well. So yeah. Give me a moment. Okay, so I will be naming my world something. Because, yeah. So what shall I name it? Okay, let's see how this ends up. Well, so what are some of my goals for this? Let's see. Yep. Okay, not sure where the heck I spawned. Let's go investigate that. Actually, yeah, in this mod pack, I've played it a little bit before, as you guys saw for a few moments there. There's a lot of structures that give a lot of good stuff, but I don't think I want those structures too terribly much. They give the game a little bit too easy of a look. Also, I'm gonna be turning down this music a little bit at least, so it doesn't deafen me too harshly. Yeah, this stuff is a little bit too good. So I'm just gonna quit real quick. And I'll be creating a brand new world. Let's name the same thing. Okay, I gotta do the biomes of plenty. We're also gonna be generating structures off, of course. So now I can't rely on them to make the world a little bit too easy on myself. And instead I'll have to do everything myself. Which will be kind of a pain in the ass, but I can handle it. I don't think I'll be going to the end or anything, so it doesn't really matter. Did not mean to click on that. Okay. Let's look at where we spawned. The floating islands still spawn, but that's just how I can get some stuff. Also, the little tents where the archaeology people spawn. I can go check that out right now. Not sure if villages spawn. Pretty sure none of the other shit does, though. So that should be good. Oh, we got some chickens right over here. Totally wasn't trying to punch it. Oh, apples. Yep, this is just the archaeologist. Kind of uses the old villager design. A notebook. Let's see what's in this. Absolute jack shit. Okay. Let's take some of your stuff. Stealing. Because stealing's okay, kids. Always remember that. Oh, got that. Grab a bit. And now let's go do some shit. Oh, I love the dynamics trees mod. It just makes everything look so cool. More immersive. Yes, that is the correct word. Let's see where I shall set up my base. Well, we got some chickens. We could set up around here, get some chickens, some sheep. So have that slime chunk nearby. Have the villager close by as well, in case we need that. Oh, got some cows. Nope, just unlocked a bunch of recipes in the top right. Those are always so weird, but I guess they could help out newer players, but... I mean, really, who doesn't know some basic crafting recipes for Minecraft? I think everyone and their mom knows how to make like an enchanting table. Boing, boing. Oh, not the best at parkour, but I could be worse. Some more shop. Oh, some berries. These things you can eat real quick, so if you're ever on the run. They're very helpful. They also kind of go straight into your inventory, even from like a mile away. It's always nice. Okay, so we got a snow biome over here, some pretty big trees. Might be nice if we're gonna have any dinosaurs here. By the way, of course there are dinosaurs. Plenty of dinosaurs. All this stuff. It's gonna take a minute to get into though. We're gonna steal some more stuff, but while we're at it though, not sure what that's used for. Nothing. Okay. Okay, so. I really do like those trees. I like that cliff. So let's go check out around there. Might be able to live next to a lava pool. It's always nice with animals. Yeah. It's always nice to have a lava pool nearby with Tinker's Construct. Just gets you pretty much pretty damn close to an infinite source of lava. Ow. I don't like those bushes very much. Okay. Okay, yeah, we got some cows, some pigs. Probably should have added another animal. Wait, did I add another animal mod on here? Let's check real quick. Well, we got a bunch of animal mods, or a bunch of two dinosaur mods, but let's see if we have another animal mod in here. Doesn't look like it. Well, if you guys want me to get another animal mod, I would be happy to. Be kind of hard to integrate with this, but they should just start spawning around if I do, so it shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Mods are generally pretty easy to add. Okay, yeah, I'm not really liking this biome too much, so I guess this mountain's kind of a no-go. Yeah, I don't really like the junky snow biome in like this trashy area. Especially like those spikes from earlier, I don't want to deal with that. So let's head over here to this beautiful... my guy. I mean, I'll take it, but still my guy. Don't go murdering the shop like this. Plenty of wolves around here. Plenty of wolves. God. If I can ever get any bones, yeah, I'll definitely come back here. Gotta love me. God, there's a lot of wolves. Hot damn. Oh yeah, something cool with these trees in case you guys ever wanted to play. You could jump up on these like tiny little outspurts. Really nice sometimes. You can get kind of a few blocks higher if necessary. You can also always just use them for boot parkour, but who knows? Depends on the person, I guess. It's a chicken pig hybrid. The new Indominus Rex. Oh no, it's so scary. So if we are going to be setting up anywhere, it might be good to set up near gravel hills or an ocean. Actually, yeah, an ocean or a river would probably be better so we can get sand, clay, and gravel in one place. Lot more preferable, if that makes any sense. For Tinker's Construct, of course. Lets us mine a bit faster, get fortune a little bit easier. Or mine faster, so that way we can get a little bit of fortune using lapis on our tools. Bad boy. But basically it'll just allow us to get a lot more fossils a lot quicker. Or for one of the mods at the least. That would be for the biofossils. But, for the other mod we're going to need to get some sugarcane and gypsum powder. So that way we can combine those together to create some fossil casings, I'm pretty sure they're called, in order to cover the fossils and then do that whole process. Both these mods take quite a bit of effort though, and can be somewhat annoying. I used to play these mods a lot more when I was younger, but I remember we used to use there's this, what is it called? It's an incubation chamber, and nowadays it's only used for the coelacanth, but back in my day, sound like an old man, it used to be used for something a lot more, or more creatures, I should say. So, got some rabbits right here, could feed them to the Rexes, if anything. Kinda be funny. Especially if you can, I'm not sure if, like, the end portal spawns, but if it does, get an elytra, get a lead, fly in a rabbit, airdrop in a snack. That'd be nice in real life. Being able to just call in an airstrike. Hey, I need some potato chips stat. Sheep. Oh, here's one of those fossils I was talking about earlier. Don't have anything to mine them with. Trying to find like a nice area to kind of settle down for the moment. Keep in mind a lot of the stuff I've been talking about, Tinker's Construct and the dinosaur mod, but can both be done at different times, and I'm fine with doing either first, to be totally honest. It doesn't really matter to me. Depends on the area we find, I guess. If we're just like in a really nice plains biome, which we might be coming up on, that might be preferable than just staying there. Nope, actually we aren't at a plains biome, but it might be preferable to stay in a plains biome over a beach. It just depends on whichever one we find first. We are running a little bit low on food, but that should be fine. Also don't like that the sun's setting, but we do have this stolen bed. One really funny thing about dynamic trees is that in some mods they do still have some trees which are just regular blocks, which allows you to get regular saplings, which is kind of funny because that allows you to grow regular ass trees instead of the dynamic ones, meaning you can have, if you'd like, you can probably try to find some spruce leaves on the ground, try to get a spruce sapling in order to make a really, really good spruce farm without having to utilize the dynamic trees for any of their junk. Of course, I prefer the dynamic trees because they look better, but if push comes to shove, I would like to have a really nice wood source. Oh, Ammonite. Or Ammonite. I forget its actual name. I know that's a Pokemon. Not sure if that's real life. Or am I getting confused? Who knows? Doesn't really matter too much. Nice. I should probably harvest a little bit. Anyways, a spruce. Spruce always looks nice. It also grows pretty damn big. You could also find some redwoods for Brachiosaurus and such. Make their enclosure look very pretty. Because of course that matters. Let's just hope this tree does not fall on us and be prepared to run. Because these things do a lot of damage and I don't want to run this far again. And I have no clue where we are. So, yeah. I'm gonna go check F3, but it doesn't really matter. Got a few wood, not too terribly much. Not as much as a normal spruce. Maybe about as much as a normal spruce tree. I forget. But you see these nice trees, how they kind of bend and stuff. It's always nice. They also fall down in one shot, so dealing with like the oak stuff is not really a problem. They also grow super slow, which is annoying. I turned off structures. I'll just avoid it. I hear a skeleton. It's probably in there. Okay. So now, this biome might be decent to step down on. The lime green grass might not be the best option for it, but it looks like beta. You got some sugar cane, which I'll harvest real quick. Don't need too much. Got a little bit more. Fortall, by the way, which is kind of cool. Got some birch trees over there, some horses. Oh, a baby horse spawn. That's kind of cool. Yeah, Where should I base? Where should I base? Well, I forget. Are there any aquatic mobs? I know there's the coelacanth. That one is pretty well known to me. Oh, we have a few coelacanth. We got alligator gar, some sturgeon, that word, meganera. Oh, we got some dragonflies. That's cool. Nautilus. Oh, those was what those things are called, not ammonite. Okay. Got quite a few creatures here. So if you notice, we got like, we also have a few more. Diplocalus. Yep, that's an aquatic creature. Never heard of that before. Oh, Arthropleura. That's one of my favorites. Big bug. And then we also got the ones from Jurassic Craft, which I'm more familiar with, and I do prefer the designs from Jurassic Craft, but these guys just have so many. You gotta have a few of them. Anyways, it'd be cool to have, like, the size difference in some of these boys is crazy. And so it'd be kind of funny to have them like right next to each other, being like, oh yeah, this is the one, this is from Pangea's north side, this is from the south side. It'd be kind of funny. Oh yeah, we got some fossilized eggs. Some leggings, because those are the best eggs, of course. Oh, we got the moa, because that's a thing, probably. Yeah. But But yeah, we do have a few aquatics, so it might be nice to live next. An ocean might not be the best bet, but like a giant or large aquarium would be cool. Like, ooh, I've been to a few zoos before where they have like the indoor, the aviaries, and you can like walk around in them. And some of the birds, like since they're not all birds are airborne, obviously, some of the birds were on the ground. And so it'd be really cool is if you walked past like on this winding little path through enclosures where on the right and left there was just like kind of a sunken bit of ground with a fence, obviously, with some of the aquatic creatures walking around, like the Diplocalus, as well as a few of the other ones. Zombie. There's probably like a spawner below me or something. I can check. Bye. I could also add like Galactic Craft, which would be no fucking structures, bitch. I don't like the structures very much, in case you couldn't tell. Oh, we got a plains biome over here, which might be really, really good for this. Be fun. But yeah. I was thinking about adding a few more mods, obviously. Galactic Craft is always quite a bit of fun. My computer can't really handle Optifine, to be totally honest, so yeah, don't really ask for that. But, yeah, we got Galactic Craft, which would be very interesting and very fun. Dinosaurs on the moon. I wish we could get Create in here, but Create does not go this far down, and no dinosaur mod goes above to Create. Otherwise, I'd totally have it so we can have epic entrances for dinosaurs and stuff. Oh, I could also make a fighting ring, but that's besides the point. Hi. Okay, there's a skeleton around here somewhere. I don't like it. And a zombie. Go away! Those houses annoy me. I don't like them. There's so much good shit inside, but they're everywhere. So if you want to, you can just go and loot every single one. And half of them have the exact same shit in the exact same placement inside the chest. And some of the stuff is like really good. Like there's these scarabs which are used to tame a T-Rex in one of the mods. And yeah, who won't want a T-Rex, but it's also really, really powerful, so yeah. It's not the best bet for me. Bloop, 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 bloop. Hold on, give me one moment. I do have to go check on something really quick. Okay. Where is it? Just making sure everything is working right now. Hold on. This is being kind of weird, of course. Because why wouldn't it be? Just trying to make sure if I'm actually live right now. Give me a few more moments if you wouldn't mind. I'm not seeing my stream here. It's being kinda weird, but okay. Is it under gaming maybe? I'm just taking a quick look through the live streams. Not seeing mine. Hold on. Gonna try something really quick, and then I'll be right back. And we're gonna go to live. Bam. Black. Gaming. Of course, it did not like me doing that. Okay, well I guess I'll head back to the game. Of course, I'm almost out of food, which is never nice. Hmm. Oh, we got some kelp. Has update aquatic happened yet? I could check. It's not that hard to. You know, it's just. That is a negative. Yep, you can definitely see by the bubbles. Music from the great beyond. And if you wouldn't mind, give me one moment. I gotta go do something real quick. Okay, guys, I am back. So sorry about that. Anyways, back to the game. Why? That's a cool thing down there in the water. Of course, we got the Nautilus. Come back here. Oh, yeah, we don't have regular water creatures, which means the sturgeon and ammonite, sorry, Nautilus, are the only creatures here, which are cool. Of course, it's not updated aquatic, it's biomes of plenty, of course. Got the swamps coming up. I have the resources to make a boat, so why don't I just make a boat? I'll do so once I get here. But anyways, yeah, I guess a little bit more about me since first time streaming and all. I am Soul, as in the title, and you can consider the Dragonborn either Skyrim or D&D, whichever you'd prefer. Personally, I view it as D&D because that's what I'm more familiar with. However, most of you are probably less familiar with that than Skyrim. So you can go with whatever. I've played both pretty extensively, so it should be fine either way. Damn it. But yeah, obviously, as I just said, I play D&D. Love that game to death. What else? Love Pokemon, love Minecraft, bunch of different games. All really enjoy them. Not like the most hardcore fan of any of them. Yeah, not the most hardcore, but I am still enjoy a good Minecraft experience every now and again. As well as games like Ark, The Isle. Eventually I want to get into Phasmophobia a little bit. However, I am a wuss. Like, very much so a wuss. What else? Those are my main hobbies. I like a good escape room now and again. I'm not the best at them, by any means, but still do like them. I also enjoy watching YouTube a lot. Some of my favorite people on the platform, I guess. Mr. Beast, obviously. I like Jaden Animations a lot. Great content out there. He hasn't posted in a while, but Zany Zebra. Love his art content. Wish he would come back, but I understand he's on a little bit of a break right now, and can't really judge him for it. I'd love to be on a break of just my job right now too. What else? Or sorry, who else? Boy. Ah. Used to Ark. Ah. I like the Gaming Beaver a lot, like, Forge Labs. Yeah, those are my favorites, if that makes any sense. Just really enjoy watching their content and how they deal with stuff, especially modded stuff. It's interesting to me. Just see what you can do creatively. Of course, a lot of this was influenced by my boy Dan TDM when I was younger. Everyone's dad. I mean, who didn't watch him and grow up with Minecraft content? Let's just throw these out. They're kind of useless. That's a lot of mushroom. Probably because nothing else spawns here. Like the only things that can really spawn in a mushroom biome or mushroom island, I guess, are bats. I'm pretty sure, and squid. Because you need grass for animals to come alive, except these boys. And you need all you need is a dark space for bats. Mobs or evil mobs can't spawn here. So all that leaves is mushrooms, cows, and squid. And I'm not seeing any squid. So, it's just interesting. I won't be building here, even though I'd love to. Very safe, but at the same time, it is no beauty. So anyways, I will have to end in about 26 minutes-ish. But yeah, in case anyone, or I guess no one would be, never mind. Squid. Is it just me, or does anyone else just really hate, kind of squid and fishy things? I'm even fine with like the taste and everything. In fact, I actually enjoy the taste. It's just the texture and mouthfeel is horrible for me. Makes me want to puke, and it's ugh. Can't deal with it. Bad fish. But yeah, I just can't deal with that taste, or like just the texture, like it almost feels like pieces of string is like very, very thin pieces of string are just wrapped around the fish. So whenever you bite through the strings, and I can feel every little bit of texture. It's just ugh. Actually, but away from that, this might be a really good biome for me to build in. I like the trees a lot. They make it so it's really cool if like the Brachiosaurus and the other, if there are any other long necks, or sauropods I should say, reach their heads above it. Of course it's gonna be a pain to get rid of all this grass, but I do have a vehicle mod. Do I have a vehicle mod? Car. Don't tell me I accidentally got rid of my some of the mods. Let's just scroll through really quick. Well, I know there are cars in this mod. There kind of has to be. There's ants. That's news to me. I know there are some cars, at least in one of these. I have no clue how to spell helicopter. And we do have a helicopter. You know what? I might just make a few more additions to this. I guess I can start a new world and start streaming tomorrow. But yeah, it'd be very interesting if I made a new mod pack, or at least added a few mods, mainly Prime Minister Crayfish's vehicles mod. Do I have a gun mod? Gun. I have, there's a revolver in this one, because I have immersive engineering, even though I have no clue how that one works. So yeah, I can do some immersive engineering, which would be very interesting. Or, brain fart. I could bring in a few more mods, obviously Galactic Craft, an animal mod, so that way I could make a bigger zoo, I guess, if that sounds weird. What else would be nice? I could try to figure out how to disable the structures. That would be nice. Don't have to deal with those fuckers anymore. That I can enable structures again. Make it so that way I can still go to the end and punch. You know when you walk up and you just punch a cow in the butt in real life. Obviously, everyone does. What other mods would be nice? I don't think any magic mods would really do too good. I could have Thumbcraft. That'd make it so that way I could have some stones, which make it so that you walk faster through the park, which would be very, very helpful. What else? I'd have to look through a mob or a good mod list. But yeah, I could come up with, or I could find a few more interesting mods for this. Obviously, there's quite a few which these already add. But yeah, just mainly more creatures. There's like 50 mods for that. Might get one or two. A vehicle mod, be able to get around faster, and it'd be kind of fun. A gun mod, because you need guns to destroy the dinosaurs in case they ever get out and pull a Jurassic Park. We obviously have the greatest door mod ever. Who doesn't love a good door mod? But yeah, that should be mostly it. Try to think of any more off the top of my head. Yeah. Let me up. No, there are archaeologists. Zombie. It's probably over here. You're in here, aren't you? Yep. How did you spot? There's a light source. Okay, that's just weird. Alright, that does not make any sense. What else would be mildly interesting? Couldn't really do any horror mods because I'm a scaredy cat. Very much so a scaredy cat. But yeah, if you guys just want to comment any other mods would be interesting. Especially if you guys know the mod which like allows you to have the tool tips up here. And so like whenever you're looking at something you see what it is. I've been trying to find it and I'm too lazy to just look it up. So if any of you guys could put it in the comments, that'd be very nice. What else? It'd be kind of cool if I could work towards something at the same time, kind of in the background almost. Well, I'll figure that out later. It doesn't really, you guys don't have to concern yourself too terribly much with it. Anyways, what else should we talk about? So, in D&D, it's kind of funny that, like, since I'm a DM, I DM one group right now. I used to DM too, so got a bit confused there, so sorry about that. So while I am DMing, it's so hard to balance encounters sometimes. It's so weird because it's like you'd think that D&D would have it down by now. Like challenge ratings, that should be easy, but it's not because different creatures against specific like party compositions, just the enemies could be like completely deadly to like not a threat at all. Completely dependent on the party. If one party member like builds and just like tries to make it so they're as good as possible, just given the stats that they rolled, given the stuff that they have, making sure that they're spec'd into stuff which no one else is spec'd into, just the art of doing that, and it kind of unbalances the game because the game is meant for like, oh yeah, this is just a completely randomness character in which all the stats are basically randomly chosen from what's available. And so it kind of makes it so it unbalances the game if a player does that. And a lot of players do, me included, trying to make it so that way our characters can actually do shit and are special from the other people. And pretty much everyone I know does this already. And I'm not talking like going for like sleep locks, coffee locks, I should say. Or the nuclear paladin, or any number of other ones, hexblade paladin. You guys know, obviously. But there's so many of these like non-powerful builds that still so easily unbalance the game. It's very difficult sometimes to balance, especially when the party which you're DMing for is pretty much just a glass cannon. Like every single member comes together to make I'd say a paper cannon in this case. Like, I guess slightly more defensive than a glass cannon, but still they're going to be murdered pretty damn easily if like one party member falls. So it's hard to build encounters like that when, how do I put this? It's so hard, so difficult to build encounters when the game wasn't really designed to have good encounters in mind, especially for the variety that can be played, which I guess would be basically impossible, especially when some parties may consist of pretty much complete tanks, every single member being a tank, and trying to put them up against like anything, and the party just won't die, and eventually will slowly whittle down the health, doing like 2 points of damage each time, till eventually the enemy's dead. Versus, and certain certain monsters. This is slime. Certain monsters would be better suited for fighting those specific things. And so it really is just dependent on an assortment of different things. But yeah, it's just, I'm gonna go raid one of these fucking houses. It's just difficult sometimes. And so I've had to resort to making my own monsters and slowly building up fights between my party and my monsters, which I create. So that way, because I don't want to kill them, but I don't want to like give them no challenge. And so I'm kind of learning where the party stands by slowly building up my encounters over time. Starting off with a few rats, and then eventually going all the way. I'm like, at this point, I'm putting them up against a custom dragon which I made. Oh yeah, I'll show you guys this. In case you guys didn't know, you can place these on the wall. It's really cool in some of them. They're like paintings. You can also place down the biofossils, and they... Oh, that's the Meganeer. You can also use bones in order to grow them, which is cool for something like the D-Rex. Look, fucking diamonds everywhere. Every single one of these places has some fucking diamonds, and it's broken. But I can show you guys real quick about like the cool growing thing. Bam. Gold fucking block. Goddamn. I don't want to make the game that easy on myself. There's so much fucking DNA in there too. I don't even have to go out and look for it. But anyways, back to what I was saying. There's just... It's very difficult building those encounters. It's just annoying almost. Like, it should be easier, especially for newer DMs who have no clue what they're doing. Like me a while back, I would just throw a correct challenge rating at the party, and they would succeed or fall, which got me very confused when I was seeing the challenge rating 30 shit, and I was like, oh my god, how big of a party do you need for that? Imagine fighting Tiamat knowing that knowledge, or putting like Tiamat against level 20 party. The level 20 party will absolutely fucking demolish Tiamat. It's just weird, like, the Tarrasque included. I used to think, oh my god, if I ever saw a Tarrasque, I would, like, shit my pants and I would die. Like, there's no two ways about it. I'd have to run, and hopefully I don't just get swallowed up and chewed by, pretty sure it's like 4 stomachs or something, which is crazy. But nope, they're just pretty much everyone in the community known as the world's biggest punching bag, because they don't deal enough damage. And if they dealt any more, they would pretty much just insta-kill. because at that point, parties are just too powerful. And so people are having to make new monsters with cool new special abilities in order to actually balance things. And it might have been better to, like, have in mind Monster CR while developing the original monsters, especially for 5th edition. I think Wizards of the Coast should have put a little bit more time in them. But then again, I am not the most knowledgeable about all this stuff, so I could be wrong. But that's besides the point. It's just very difficult sometimes to figure out how CR in your own party comes into effect. I mean, you wouldn't want to put, like, a wizard with fireball up against a party of level 2s. And at the same time, like, especially if they're all, like, wizards and stuff. Versus you don't want to put, like, an entire part, or you don't want to put a monster with, like, an AC of, like, 20 against a group of barbarians. They ain't doing shit against that thing. I mean, they might, but still, they aren't doing too terribly much to that. Also, things like druids just break the game, because imagine, so at level 2, you get wild shape into a fucking bear. A bear with a CR of 1, which is meant to fight against 4 level 1 characters. Huh? That means that one fucking bear is basically the equivalent of, like, adding an additional, I guess, yeah, that one bear is, like, subtracting 1 level 2 character and adding 4 level 1 characters, according to the game CRs. And that's some bullshit. You have such an immense amount of health at that level that you aren't dying, and you get to do it, like, twice. Like, who's gonna kill a bear twice at level 2? It would be a difficult encounter for a level 2, just a 1 level 2 character to fight a level 1 or CR1 bear. And yet, that's supposed to be the case, because of course it is. Yeah, and then you just get more and more and more. And it's just crazy to me. Of course, Circle of the Moon Druid is just kind of, that's its whole purpose, but still, I think it's a little bit broken. Yeah, there are some things in the game which don't make the most sense to me and probably could be reworked to be better. I haven't read through the new D&D All Edition, 1 Edition, something like that. I can't read that. I have a little bit of dyslexia. Not very much, but a little bit. I just can't concentrate when I'm reading that much. Where's it? I always forget that stuff. But that's besides the point. Wait, no, it's not fucking dyslexia. I forgot the word. It doesn't matter. I can't concentrate, and I get really freaking frigidity when I read that long. Especially when it's something which, well, I care about it, but, like, not that much. I prefer reading about, like, fantasy and stuff instead of, oh, it changes to this, changes to that, blah, blah, blah. It's just a lot. But I know that there are people out there who are more experts in the field and able to give better advice on that. And hopefully they are able to make some changes in order to balance things around a little bit. Probably, like, debuff Moon Druid a little bit. Buff some of the other classes. I mean, Ranger needs a fucking buff. I know it got one for Tasha's, but still, it needs a better buff. It's criminally just bad at this point, at least in my opinion. I mean, there are some cool things with it you can do with it. I mean, I'm pretty sure at one point, I forgot how, like, somewhere around, I managed to get, like, a +9 to hit on a longbow with sharpshooter's feet. So basically anything within 300 feet of me could be hit, and there's a good chance that I just didn't miss. Imagine, like, a CR like 12. I need to get, like, a 3 or more and I hit, which was crazy. Yeah, but they should also add a few more rules, making it so that way things are a little bit more fair, especially become between martial and magic classes. Martial at the beginning completely destroys magic, but nearing the end, magic whoops martial's ass. In addition, they should also probably buff lower levels and debuff higher levels a little bit, because right now it's almost impossible to kill a higher level character. Like, you could throw a god at them and they would just kind of laugh it off, slap its ass, send it up to like send it up to its own higher plane. Like, there's nothing it could really do against the players. Like, it could deal damage, sure, but like at a certain point when each player has like 200 plus health and they're all working together with their own different sets of abilities which do different random stuff for every single player, as well as the subclass options, as well as racial options, as well as spells for spellcasters. It just gets a lot and it's very difficult to deal with all that. Versus lower levels in which Goblin goes whack, rolls a 20, whoops, there goes the wizard. Just like that. Like, nothing he could do about it. Has an armor class of like 11 or 12 because he didn't really like dexterity very much and he wanted to cast very well. He wanted to cast spells a lot and be like really smart and charismatic and some other stuff. Maybe like focus on wisdom and intelligence and charisma in order to be more of like an outside combatant, or he'd be better outside of combat, but he could still like cast spells from the back. Oh no, Goblin sneaks up on them, whack, dead. Sorcerer, whack, dead. Warlock, whack, dead. Hell, even like the Barbarian, I mean, it's different with like the Barbarian and Fighter and stuff because they do have a little bit of health, especially if they do put anything into con. But like, they're still going to be very much so broken and like in a lot of pain when the Goblin does like 6 damage to the Barbarian who hasn't yet figured out how to rage because low level and maybe like a new player sometimes. Like, oh, the player forgot to rage, or maybe it ended, or maybe it's just the beginning of combat and they're surprised. And then all of a sudden a Goblin comes up, gives the dude a good whack, like strength +1 Goblin, with like a club. I forget how much it does. I'm pretty sure it does like a D6, which means at most it can deal about 7 damage. Keep in mind, things like the Warlock and Wizard and Sorcerer, I'm pretty sure all of them, have like a D6 for health. Whoops. I mean, you automatically roll max on, what's it called? You automatically roll max on health for your first roll, so that's always helpful, but even then, imagine just getting whacked on like once by just a Goblin, which you'd have to think when you're going to D&D, oh, a stupid Goblin, it would never be able to affect me unless it built like a trap beforehand. But no, a Goblin could walk up to you, whack you with a club, and you're just basically on the brink of death. And who knows, maybe they have like a scimitar or something like that, because the DM might be new. Oh no, there goes the fucking Goblin, just... Oh, sorry, there goes the player, because D8 of damage +1, like, doesn't seem like very much, but that can deal 9. That looks cool from this distance. But yeah, it deals 9 damage. Yeah, that's not like unheard of. And oops, they crit. On average, a D8, so a 4 and a 3. No, sorry, a 4 and a 5. Which means, on average, that hit is going to do 10 damage because of the +1. Yeah, so that is straight up, like, death for wizards, warlocks, maybe even some wizards, warlocks, sorcerers, some druids. Can't think of any others off the top of my head. Maybe, oh yeah, artificers. Yeah, those guys are just dead. If the Goblin rolls a little bit high, I mean 20, so might roll a little bit higher than that. Oops, there goes the fucking barbarian. Or it's left on like 1 or 2, or like the character's left on 1 or 2 health, and then just one tapped by another creature. But now that I'm looking at the time, it's about time for me to end the stream. So, yeah, if any of you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you'd like to tell me about, just leave them in the comments. Yeah, I should be back tomorrow, so yeah. This is Soul. I go by the name, or yeah, my YouTube channel is Soul the Dragonborn, in case you didn't already know. I will not be asking you to subscribe because that's kind of lame. And yeah. But anyways, hope you guys all have a great time. Yeah. Bye-bye.